Hello, welcome to CAD in Beam, where we train civil, structural, and all other construction professionals. My name is Lucas Chacha, and I'm a civil engineer by profession. In this tutorial, I'll be taking you through on the process of inserting pad foundation in ProtaStructure. This is part 3 of this video series, where part 1 and 2 I discussed it's where part 1 I discussed the concept design, while part 2 I did the modeling, design and analysis of this model, and you can see the design passed. So according to our design here, so if maybe just come to our design review, you can simply see if you want to check our columns. This one can tell you the similar column in our model and those that are differs. If you come to the beam section, you can actually see the beam that are similar and those that are not similar. So you can easily check how we did our design, how the structural members here, the material, it's all concrete. This one. Then if you come to live load, you can as well remember that we used a live load of 2.7 kilonewton because of the water tanks that were supposed to be here. As you can see, the floor here below is yellow. It shows that it has a smaller live load, while the upper one is in green. It shows that it has a different live loads on both of the floors. So having said that, let's just dive in. However, before we just dive, let me just show you. This is the pad foundation that we like to work on. So before actually we draw, I like just to show you that in this building, just adjacent here we have a fence. Here we have a fence, and it is about 600 millimeters or 0.6 meters. So once we'll be inputting our pads, we'll be doing some offset of our pad. Our pads will not be actually at the center of this grid, but we just offset them around. Because we have 600, we are allowed to offset, or we are supposed to offset 200 from the fence, from the perimeter wall here, and also offset like 200 offset from the existing wall. So having said that, we can now go to our ProtaStructure software, and then we just now can hide this design and design. So just to hide this design status, you simply come to display. Under display here, you just choose visual interrogation. Under visual interrogation, you just come and check here none in active window settings. So having now done that, let's go now to our foundation floor. The foundation floor, just come to view, go to view plan view. So we are on our foundation level, that's story 0, and this is now the place where we want to insert our pad foundation. However, if you just simply want to know the loadings that are coming directly from the column that will be transferred to the pad, you can still go back to display. Under display, you have visual interrogation. Under visual interrogation, we have here column. So that maybe if you want to do it manually, you can know how to get the loads to design, so that you can actually compare now the two between what you are doing here with the software and what you will have gotten if you did it manually. So with us here, just come to column display. Under column display, give the actual load, then come here and check on the G, that's the dead load, and the Q, that's the live load. Just click OK, and then click again OK. Give it time. Yes, so you can see actually this is our live load, and this is our live load is here. This is the dead load, this is the live load. You can see now, if maybe you want to go and do your design in maybe in Excel sheet, or you want to pick these values so that you can work it out alone, that's well and good. Which after this also we proceed to Excel sheet and actually see how we can actually calculate our pad foundation based on BS 8110 as per the design code. So having shown you these figures, remember that even if you don't put them here, they will not actually affect your design, but let's just leave them there, and then, or let's just clean our model, we just go back to visual interrogation, go to column display, just uncheck that and click OK. So to insert our pad foundation, you simply click on a column, then you right click. Once you right click, you just come to insert pad footing. It's taking a while, just give it time. Yes, it's loading. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you keep on growing. By commenting or giving your feedback, it motivates me to generate more content of this nature that I believe are very insightful in your career development, that's in your structural design development career or profession as a whole. So yes, so this is the design. So once this pad foundation opens, like here, we have the first part is the geometry. You size your members. Like for me, I want to give a pad foundation of 1000 by 1000. Then a pedal foundation. Let's just do this foot square. It's already a square. Then you can see it's just passing. You can just check your reinforcement. The size of reinforcement you can see, but they have given us the rebar as D20. We don't want to use D20, we change it to D16. Distribution bars, you can use D16, not D20. And also this one, you can use D16. And then you don't want top rebars, you can simply just remove them. And now you can even change this one to 200, the spacing, not 250. I'm just showing you how you can do this. Change it. Distribution bars also you can simply change this. So you don't have top rebars, just click OK. And you have your pad foundation as the one here, as you can see it. So you can please, now the only challenge is that you have to offset it from the center grid here. So to offset it, you just right click, come to properties, and then just come here. That's along the x-axis. So to offset it, you just say we want to do a negative 200. Then just click OK. And this is how our pad foundation looks upon completion. And let's just go to plan view so that we have a look. So this is what we have, as you can see here. Maybe what I haven't shown you is how to insert this combined pad footing. Let me delete it so that I can just demonstrate once more. So it's gone. So if you want to insert a combined pad footing, just right click, then click there and then say insert combined pad footing. This time not insert just pad footing, just go with combined pad footing, just click on that, then give it time to load. Once it load, simply come and change your rebars, maybe depth or size, whatever it is. Then you simply choose your bars. You have to just click OK. And there you have your pad foundation, the combined pad footing. So having shown you this, the next step I'll just trying to compare this with the Excel sheet, how you can calculate actually your pad foundation in Excel sheet. Then I believe that's going to be very insightful. And if you are new here, remember to subscribe and let us know what you really need us to do in our next video or in the subsequent